The franchise tag window is officially open. So how many teams will jump through it? We break down the possibilities tonight on who gets tagged, who doesn't, and who potentially could end up traded. The dust is still settling on a day of change in Miami, where our Cameron Wolf is standing by tonight with the latest on the release of Tyreek Hill and where quarterback Tua Tagovailoa could be playing this fall. It's never too early to look ahead to the 2026 NFL season, and some teams that may be looking to buy while their championship window is open. Adam Rank will be here tonight, and he has promised us, don't worry, he won't just talk about the Bears. Welcome inside with the Insiders alongside Judy Batista. I am Tom Pelissero, just 65 days away from the NFL draft, just a week or so away from the NFL Combine, 20 days away from the free agent negotiating window opening. It's oh so close, and there are going to be some very high-profile free agents available. That includes six-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Mike Evans, who, as we told you on Super Bowl Sunday, is expected to play in 2026, but perhaps not with the team that drafted him. Evans' agent Derek Gilmore telling the Insiders today he is opening it up. He will play next season with someone. It could be Tampa, but he will definitely play a 13th season. Evans, just one of the potential Pro Football Hall of Famers who can sign elsewhere beginning on March 11th. The list that also includes Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, free agent. Once again, the likes of Travis Kelce still working through his decision on his future, Khalil Mack, and at least a couple names on that list in George Pickens and Daniel Jones who may well be subject to those tags over these next couple of weeks. Judy, the deadline is March 3rd, but you already got ahead of the game. Window open today. You wrote your primer at NFL.com. Let's start at quarterback and the possibility that Daniel Jones, who is no stranger to a tag dance, could be in one again here.
Yeah, actually, this is very similar to the same situation he went through with the Giants when they were trying to get a deal done with him, and then they saved and used the tag on Saquon Barkley. Anyway, in Indianapolis, they want Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones wants to be there. Of course, this is complicated a little by the Achilles injury that he suffered late last season. But the expectation is that they are going to try to get a longer-term deal done. If they don't, they can use the tag here. But if they can get a longer-term deal done with Daniel Jones, that would allow them to perhaps use the tag to keep receiver Alec Pierce, who had a breakout season as well. So we will see, but the clock is ticking on the Indianapolis Colts here.
That franchise tag number, about $47 million for quarterbacks, depending exactly where the salary cap ends up landing here. It is a significant amount, but also in line with where the quarterback market has gone in recent years. In terms of the running back market, Judy, that number is pretty high as well, expected to be north of $14 million for the franchise tag, which might makes it more possible for some of these top free agent running backs to actually hit the market.
It's actually already supposed to be a buyer's market at running back. And certainly when you consider the possibility that the Super Bowl MVP could also join the open market at running back. Kenneth Walker, who, of course, was indispensable late in the season for the Seahawks and then was the game MVP in the Super Bowl. He made himself a pile of money. Before the Super Bowl, the Seahawks were saying, yeah, we want him back. Of course we want him back. Actually, John Schneider joked at the victory parade with the red Solo Cup in his hand that Kenneth Walker tried to negotiate with him at that moment. That was maybe a joke, but we will see what happens to Kenneth Walker. It is entirely possible that he hits the open market because the Seattle Seahawks have an awful lot of work to do with other players this offseason, and that price tag might be too high for Kenneth Walker. For the Jets, Breece Hall, they did not trade him when they were trading away so many of their other big players last season. They kept him, and at the time, Aaron Glenn said he didn't want to trade Breece Hall. He wanted Breece Hall to be with the Jets. Well, now we will see what they're going to do. He was basically their only offense last season. He had 1,000 rushing yards, a completely dysfunctional offense. They need so much help on offense. They don't know who their quarterback is going to be. Certainly, it would be great for the Jets to keep Breece Hall. I'm sure he would not want that. But again, that price tag is high. We will see what they do with Breece Hall.
Certainly Breece Hall, one of the top overall free agents in this class, if he becomes a free agent. Remember, there's also the less expensive transition tag that a team potentially could use, but you're not entitled to compensation if that player leaves. All you get out of that is right of first refusal. Would be hard, as you said, Judy, for the Seahawks to franchise tag Kenneth Walker. So many other places that they're trying to put money here. They also feel like they've built the structure there where there's a lot of different players who can succeed in that offense. Edge guys are always a priority when we talk about free agency here. Judy, will any of these guys actually get the franchise tag?
Well, we will see. Owe at the Chargers had 7.5 sacks in 12 games after he was traded there from Baltimore. The Chargers, and this is strange for a playoff team, but they have a lot of money available in under the salary cap. So they could afford to do this if they choose to do it. That is the question. Will they choose to do it? Trey Hendrickson is a really intriguing case. We were talking about Trey Hendrickson at this time last year, too, with the Cincinnati Bengals. Remember, they worked out a one-year deal, and at the time, everybody said, okay, he'll play the 1 year, and then he will be a free agent. Well, not necessarily. The Bengals retained the right to use the franchise tag this season, so they could use the tag on Trey Hendrickson. A number of things. They could tag him and then trade him. They could tag him and hold on to him. We know that defense needs a lot of help. Do you really want to let your best defensive player walk out the door? Or they could let him go as a free agent. We'll see. That is an interesting case. Obviously, the number for edge rushers is high. Do the Bengals want to devote that much money to one player when, again, they probably need multiple players to shore up that defense? We will see.
And even if you're going to tag and trade a Trey Hendrickson, you have to carry that cap number, that lump sum, which is somewhere around $30 million, at least for the short term until you execute the trade. It can complicate other things you might be wanting to do in terms of free agency. We also know this, Judy, after the last two off seasons, Trey Hendrickson would not be happy if he gets tagged. Do you really want to go into offseason number 3 of having a guy who's ticked off that he's still stuck on your roster? All part of what goes into the calculus here for the Bengals as we move forward. Let's get to the pass catchers. These are always high-profile ones, and we're in the middle of free agency frenzy here, Judy. Seems like at least George Pickens, pretty good opportunity that he's going to end up tagged, and we'll see exactly where that goes in Dallas.
Yeah, this seems like the most obvious one. George Pickens had a tremendous season for the Cowboys, a great compliment to C.D. Lamb. Their offense was firing for most of the season last year. So certainly the expectation is that Pickens will be back in Dallas. They have said as much that they want him back with the Dallas Cowboys. He seems like the most obvious case of somebody who is going to get the tag. Kyle Pitts in Atlanta, who until last season you would have thought, okay, he's going to be gone. But then he had a great season last year. 88 receptions. He was an all-pro selection. And Kevin Stefanski, the new coach in Atlanta, really uses tight ends in his offense. This would seem to be a perfect match for them to keep Kyle Pitts there and let Kevin Stefanski use his talent that we finally saw on full display last season.
March 3rd, the deadline for applying those franchise tags, which not coincidentally, one day after the NFL Combine where agents and teams meet, maybe even sometimes meeting with players who aren't on their current rosters. That ends March 2nd. Tag deadline March 3rd. You don't have to wait to go read Judy's article, NFL.com/Batista. Players released get a jump start on the free agent process. That includes Tyreek Hill, who was officially released by the Dolphins on Monday. Tyreek, a highly accomplished player, set franchise records in multiple categories, was a first-team All-Pro on multiple occasions, but dealing with a very significant knee injury. Unclear when or even if he will be ready to play in 2026. Rather than letting some guaranteed money vest, Miami moves on. Tyreek already has said on social media he intends to play. Let's go down to our guy, Cameron Wolf, who is definitely not retiring down there in South Beach. Cam, you've got a lot of connections around that building. You talk to the players. What's been the response? And where do things go here, both for Tyreek and for the Dolphins?
Tom, first of all, this move was expected. He's a 30-plus-year-old receiver coming off a career-threatening injury. This is a team that's getting younger, full reset with a new head coach and new general manager. But before we start, I want to give a tribute to the Tyreek Hill era because it was the most exhilarating move this Dolphins team has made in decades. He's been one of the best players to put on a Dolphins uniform. And I think about the moments, the he's got Hill moments from Kevin Harlan, seeing kids with Tyreek Hill jerseys on and the excitement. I compare it to like your favorite Disney World roller coaster. Mine's Tower of Terror. Every single Sunday, excited to see what thrill you would have. But just like any roller coaster, there was rocky times, the off-field issues, the "I'm out, bro" comment where players questioned if he quit on the team, and of course his declining production the last couple of years. The Dolphins decided decided to get off the ride. They felt like they're going to restart this turn. And look, first things first for Tyreek Hill, like you said, he continues to plan to play next year. But from what I told, he still has to have another surgery on that knee that he dislocated and tore multiple ligaments on. And so that week 1 hope that they put out months ago is very optimistic. In fact, I'm told it would be more late season, if at all, in 2026. So this is something where I don't expect him to sign anytime soon. He's got a long rehab ahead, and the Dolphins' timeline is just completely different. They're rebuilding towards the future. And so Jalen Waddle's the wide receiver 1 here. And for Tyreek Hill, we already see the Chiefs flirtation with Chris Jones saying, it's time, Tyreek. So maybe later on towards playoff time, we talk about that again. But this was a move for a team that knows they've got to put an end to the all-in era they've gone through the last 4 years.
Well, Cam, as you just mentioned, they are going through a full roster reset. Tyreek is only one part of it. We expect that there's going to be a move at the quarterback. Where do the Dolphins turn to rebuild that roster this offseason?
Well, Judy, the current process is they're trying to trade Tua Tagovailoa. That's the next few weeks that we're going to watch and see, are they able to get a deal? From what I understand, that's their preference, to trade, not release. So they're having conversations with teams. He's set to make $54 million guaranteed next year. Let's call it what it is. No one is paying that money in a trade. No one's paying anything close to that. So the Dolphins have talked about taking on a large sum of that money, maybe even kicking in a draft pick to be able to make a deal go done. And so that's why Tua wasn't made a move, a release with Tyreek. So they don't plan for this to linger deep into the offseason, but the next 2 or 3 weeks, they're trying to figure out, can we find a team among the quarterback needy teams that would want Tua at maybe a lesser price? If not, then maybe they look at releasing. He would be a $99 million dead cap hit in a regular release. And so you look at post-June 1 release or a trade to knock that dead cap number down. So who is the Dolphins quarterback in 2026? Quinn Ewers is the incumbent. He's going to get a shot to compete for that role. He showed some things late in the year. But you look at free agency, and Malik Willis is the big name that catches people's eyes. The connections there are obvious. The head coach, Jeff Hafley, and Miami coached on the other side of the ball against Malik Willis in practice the last couple of years in Green Bay. Willis has been excellent in short amount of time, but his price could be $20+ million a year. The Dolphins have a precarious cap situation. Can they afford that? Another name I'm told to keep an eye on, Jimmy Garoppolo, who has a lot of experience with their head coach, their offensive coordinator, Slowick. Maybe he's a less expensive option for them in free agency. And of course, if they don't get a drafted quarterback this year, maybe they're one of those teams that march for Arch in 2027 for Arch Manning potentially in the draft. Definitely a team that is completely resetting it. It may take a little bit before they're the type of competitive team they've shown in recent years.
Dolphins have been chasing the Bills for recent years in the AFC East. Now they're once again also chasing the Patriots, who made a move just minutes ago to solidify their coaching staff as we head into 2026. As expected, the Patriots officially promoting Zach Kerr to defensive coordinator. 37 years old, was the inside linebackers coach, stepped in last year, called the plays the entire season while Terrell Williams was battling cancer. Williams now fully healthy, moving into a high-ranking staff role. A big promotion for Zach Kerr, who just 6 years ago got his start in the NFL as a quality control coach with Mike Vrabel in Tennessee. Tons more news to get to tonight on the Insiders, including some in just a few minutes. On the coaching front, we'll also talk more about some of the notable free agents. Aaron Rodgers, Mike Evans, where could they be playing in 2026? And we'll also bring in our guy, Adam Rank, to tell you where some of those teams could be that are willing to spend money to try to get over the top. Is the Jaguars championship window open? You know Rank's going to say the Bears is. Stick around. You never know what Adam Rank's going to do. Find out right after this on The Insider. New right now, just moments ago, we've reported the news. Rich Bisaccia is stepping down as the Packers' assistant head coach and special teams coordinator. He came to Green Bay back in 2022 after being passed over for the Raiders' head coaching job, despite leading them to the playoffs in an interim role. Now Matt LaFleur, who already had to replace Jeff Hafley after he left for the Dolphins, is going to need a new special teams coordinator as well.
3, 2, 1, the Seahawks, they're bringing it home again for the second time. The Seahawks win Super Bowl 60. They are bringing the Lombardi back to the Northwest, and the party begins
And now we ask the question, who potentially can challenge the Seahawks as we head into the 2026 season? Our Bucky Brooks, with a story at NFL.com/Brooks, talking about some of the biggest Super Bowl windows that are currently open. Seahawks right there up at the top. The team they beat, the Patriots, checking in at number 3. Let's welcome in our Adam Rank to the show with me, Tom Pelissero, here on the Insiders. And Rank, I am told you have some thoughts on that list. Where would you like to begin in terms of the Super Bowl windows?
Well, I do want to say that list did not include the Green Bay Packers. That wasn't my list. That was Bucky Brooks. But now that Rich Bisaccia is out of the business, who knows? But you know what? Back in the day, you used to go up to an actual ticket booth to purchase tickets for a game, for a concert, for anything like that. And it was one of the greatest experiences. Yes, when that window came open, you're like, yeah, the ticket window is open. And similarly, anytime your Super Bowl window is open, it's a great time to be an NFL fan. And let's look at 3 teams right now that I think have wide open Super Bowl windows. And I'm going to start with the Chicago Bears. And I know that Tom was just besmirching me in the promo to this segment. But listen, Tom, if you go to see Blink-182, you know they're closing the show with Damn It. And I'm going to do the same thing. I got to play the hits. But I still really believe in what the Chicago Bears are doing this season. Now, there are a lot of people out there trying to discredit Caleb Williams. And by people, I mean Packers bloggers and Cynthia. Otherwise, everybody else saw with their eyes what a great quarterback Caleb Williams can be. Now, obviously, it could have been better. The completion percentage could have been better. But you know what? This was the first year in Ben Johnson's offense. This team is only going to get better. And I understand the completion percentage is down. You're like, how? Who? No quarterback has ever improved it. You know what? When Jared Goff came into the league, his first season, his completion percentage was around 50%. His final year with Ben Johnson, it was over 70. So give it some time to get together. Caleb Williams is going to be great, and they're going to be even better this season. And I'm sorry for all those Packer bloggers. It's just the way of life. Now, let's go to another quarterback who gets disrespected way too much. And let's talk about Bo Nix. And I know a lot of you think that anybody could quarterback the Denver Broncos. I'm sorry. I think the AFC Championship game proved that is not the case. Bo Nix is an excellent quarterback. He went out there, got the #1 seed for the Denver Broncos, and he did it with a trio of wide receivers that included Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, and Pat Harvey. And that last one was a trick because Pat Harvey is a local journalist here in Los Angeles. You didn't even know that. You just went along with it like, yeah, Pat Harvey. No. You didn't have Pat Harvey on your fantasy team. And yet Bo Nix went out there and did it. They got to go out right now. They got to fortify that wide receiver room. If there is somebody out there who could, no, not you, Tyreek Hill. We're not bringing you into this situation, but you go out there, get a big name. Hey, Mike Evans, somebody like that who could be available. They improve that wide receiver room, and the Denver Broncos will be even better next season. And finally, let's go with another one. Let's go down to Jacksonville. And finally, listen, I'm all in on the Jacksonville Jaguars. We went from Liam Cohen dropping a Duval to him being an absolute dynamite coach. He was the alpha and the omega. He's not just some young buck. This is one of the brightest minds in all of football. Turned that team around. And by the way, kind of a frisky coach. He stepped to Robert Saleh. He called out Sean Payton. Like, he is the best fiery redhead ever produced by Jacksonville since Orange Cassidy. But I'm telling you right now, they figure out this defense. They got a couple of pieces to move around. Travis Hunter could end up playing more cornerback this season. I'm telling you right now, Jacksonville is going to be in the hunt once again. And those, Tom, were 3 teams that could have their Super Bowl window wide open this season.
There are Super Bowl windows, and then there are media member windows. Ranks has been open so long that if you look carefully in that backdrop, not only do you see the name of a different show that hasn't been on the air in years that this show might have replaced, but I believe you can actually see the name of a former podcaster who's been gone for multiple years on one of those desks. It might be time break to refresh. You're going to have to redo the whole thing in like a couple months here anyway. I'm just saying.
I just want to pay homage to a couple of our friends. It's like when Matt Skiba got on stage to play with the other 3 guys. We got to go out and acknowledge those who helped build this to this point.
Blink-182 closed one of their recent tours with One More Time, which frankly, kind of a downer, honestly. You want a little energy walking on the stage. Like, is that it?
You're like, oh,
anyway,
I'm just
right,
leaving
Thank
now.
You very much. We'll see you We'll see you again soon. A lot more to come here on The Insiders. All things from 2026, thankfully. Cameron Wolf's going to be back talking Bills, talking Patriots. Talk about the state of the AFC East after this on The Insiders.
Come on, we got to be pissed together. Okay, you know what I mean? 307 days. That's all it was. We got a lot more days ahead of us. Okay? You hear me? Hey, 307 days. That's all we got. We've just played 307 days. We got a lot more football left in our program.
Mike Vrabel, the coach of the year, and no surprise when you watch that video, and from the New England Patriots. Happy Lunar New Year, which started today. It is the year of the horse, so maybe that's a good sign for the Broncos and Colts in the AFC. Let's bring back our Cam Wolf. We're going to talk a little bit more about the state of the AFC East. All right, we saw what happened to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. They were overwhelmed by the Seahawks defense. What do they need to do to get back there next year?
Well, first of all, they got to start over. The Patriots had a huge surprise for a lot of folks getting to the stage they wanted to get to. But the boulder is going to be even harder to push up this year because the schedule gets harder. They don't catch people off guard, and they certainly have some roster holes to fill. And the first one in question is what to do with Stephon Diggs. He's got a big cap number coming up for 2026. Most of his guaranteed money has gone away. They've got a decision here at the start of the league year for about $6 million in guarantees. Stephon Diggs told me after the season that he wants to return, but it's not in his control. 32-year-old receiver. He's had some off-field issues. The Patriots got to decide, is he still worth investing in, or do we go get another big play receiver? Daniel Jeremiah's most recent mock has them addressing another need, an edge rusher with Zion Young from Missouri. And look, edge rusher could certainly be an upgrade position. Calebon Chason, who had a really good year for the Patriots, may have priced himself out of New England with great play. Harold Landry, who was one of their better rushers, got injured late in the season. They didn't get much out of him. Milton Williams, Christian Barmore, excellent inside. They need another edge rusher. But to me, the biggest need, where I would love to see them improve, is this offensive line. Drake May was sacked 5 times in every playoff game at least throughout the season, including 6 times in the Super Bowl. That interior offensive line needs to be drastically upgraded, and they've talked about protecting Drake May. That is the next step. And so I'd anticipate them with their $40+ million in free agency space and also 11 draft picks to address that offensive line quite a bit this offseason.
Drake May was nearly the league MVP, but he was under duress all season, especially in the playoffs. That offensive line has to be a focus for improvement this offseason. All right, let's talk about the Bills. They've already made a seismic change. They have moved on from Sean McDermott, and Joe Brady is now the head coach. But they certainly have other needs this offseason to get back to the playoffs and maybe to make a push further into the playoffs. What do they need most, Cam?
Yeah, Judy, the time is now, and they've got to get Josh Allen a weapon. It's been a topic all offseason. Last year was the talk about getting the defense up to speed, and that'd certainly be a priority there, but they've got to get Josh that target. We saw it woefully down the stretch of needing that playmaker. Josh having to be Superman too much, trying to force stuff down the field because the current group of young receivers didn't take that next step. Can they make a big splashy trade for a receiver and use maybe their first-round pick to go get him? Or do they use that first-round pick to draft a guy and use Brandon Beane and the scouting department skills there? Daniel Jeremiah's most recent mock draft has them taking Malachi Fields from Notre Dame, and he would be a great fit. They need a playmaker, a guy that Josh Allen can trust to get the ball, somebody that can stretch the field vertically down the field. Look, this is a Bills team that has offensive line, that has the quarterback, that has the running back. They just need that playmaker. And certainly on the other side of the ball, they need somebody to rush the passer. But I'd expect the first big priority is, do we make the big splash in the trade or free agency market for a receiver, or do we use our first-round pick for that, for a Bills team that thinks they are ready to win the Super Bowl in year 1 of the Joe Brady era? This is not a new, like most new first-time head coaches, where they think they've got to build. They think they're ready now, and that means getting a now piece for Josh Allen.
owner Terry Pegula, in explaining why he moved on from Sean McDermott, made it very clear that getting Josh Allen to the Super Bowl is priority number one, and the time to do it is right now. Cam Wolfe, thank you very much. And when we think about what teams need in the offseason, it's a good place to look at the Seattle Seahawks and what they had, a very balanced team. There they are, celebrating their victory in the Super Bowl.
2025 was a rough season for Mike Evans, but the six-time Pro Bowl wide receiver is not done just yet. His agent, Derek Gilmore, telling the insiders today what had been the case, and we reported on Super Bowl Sunday, which is that Mike Evans is expected to play in 2026. But Gilmore also added he's opening it up. He will play next season with someone. It could be Tampa, but he will definitely play a 13th season. Evans, of course, had at least 1,000 receiving yards in the first 11. Multiple injuries in 2025. He's not going out like that. The question now is, will he go out in a Buccaneers uniform? The Patriots keeping continuity in terms of their defensive coaching staff with an expected move tonight, officially promoting Zach Kerr to be their defensive coordinator. Kerr, just 37 years old, was the inside linebackers coach, ended up being pressed into duty calling plays when Terrell Williams suffered from cancer. Williams now healthy, but moving into a high-ranking staff role. Kerr getting his opportunity to run the show. Meanwhile, in Green Bay, the Packers need to fill another coordinator job. Assistant head coach and special teams coordinator Rich Bisaccia stepping down. The Packers now have confirmed this move. Matt LaFleur thanking Bisaccia for his contributions. LaFleur already had to replace his defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley, who left to become the Dolphins defensive coordinator. Now needs a new special teams coordinator as well.
Well, here we go. Super Bowl 60. Ken Walker III turns upfield. First down, still running. Down the near sideline. Two big explosive runs. Touchdown! Seahawks! It is A.J. Barner. Now he's being chased. Now he's being dragged down. Blitz is coming. Megan trapped up and dropped. Mills pushes him into the backfield. And oh, by the way, grabs the quarterback on the way to the ground. He's looking for a place to fall, in hopes that he doesn't break a hip. I mean, there was just a host of Seahawks. Ball is on the ground. Seahawks fall on it. Seahawks have it. Ball comes out. Going the other way with it. Shannon Owosu. Touchdown. Seahawks.
Dark side defense has been lights out.
For the second time in less than 12 years, the Seahawks win Super Bowl 60. They are bringing the Lombardi back to the Northwest, and the party begins. You guys are world champions!
The NFL Combine presented by Microsoft Copilot, where a dream that starts small can get big, and a name that's unknown can become the future. Next is here, the 2026 NFL Combine, February 26th through March 1st on NFL Network and streaming with NFL Plus. Subscription required for NFL Plus. Visit plus.nfl.com for terms. Daniel Jeremiah unleashing, it feels like a mock draft a week at this point. Version 2.0 coming out at NFL.com/mock drafts earlier today. Fernando Mendoza, to absolutely no one's surprise, still sitting there at number 1 going to the Raiders, but a little bit of a twist. Texas Tech edge David Bailey going at number 2 to the Jets. Then it is a couple of Miami Hurricanes, much to Judy Batista's delight. Arnell Tate, the 5th overall pick, going to the Giants. In that scenario, boy, are you loading that thing up around Jackson Dart, Judy.
I can tell you, well, yes, first of all, I am delighted about the Miami Hurricanes run there. But the Carnell Tate thing with the Giants has delighted Giants fans because, as you pointed out, all they want is just put everything you can around Jackson Dart. You've already got Scadaboo. He's coming back from the injury. They want as many weapons for Jackson Dart as they can. So that if that projection comes through on draft day, Giants fans will be delighted.
Only one quarterback in DJ's latest mock draft in the first round. No Ty Simpson, though I did note DJ added in his preamble, hey, Ty Simpson's got a lot. Just saying, he's got a lot that he can earn here. I would say this. I would not be surprised not only if Ty Simpson goes in round 1, Judy, maybe even goes in the top half of round 1. You got 4 teams with multiple first-round picks. Do not be surprised if one of those teams feels like, hey, we got an extra one to play with. Let's go and get a developmental quarterback.
All right, today, the Hispanic Football Hall of Fame class of 2026, this is the inaugural class of the Hispanic Football Hall of Fame, was announced today with some all-time greats in the class. Jim Plunkett, Steve Van Buren, Tom Flores, Ted Hendricks, Anthony Munoz. I hope I'm not missing anybody because I can't really read it that well. Tom Fears. Our old friend Ron Rivera is a member of the class. Congratulations to all of the inductees. It was a real honor to be on the panel of reporters who selected this class. There is also a current player to be honored, Nick Petonio, and a collegiate player to be honored. Not surprisingly, that is Fernando Mendoza, the projected #1. And looking forward to the celebration that is coming up in May. But congratulations to all of the inductees.
Absolutely. Lots more this week on the Insiders and all the way through all that action we talked about earlier with the Combine, of course. We'll be live there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a special 2-hour edition next Wednesday, live from Indianapolis. Extra Insider shows leading up to free agency. What more do you need except, more us? We're giving it to you. We're doing everything we can. There's no slow time of year. We're rolling right into it. Back with more news, 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. See you.